From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing to start the drive. Witherspoon. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. 52. Looking to throw. Witherspoon to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
Come on.
First down.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Witherspoon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Off play action. Witherspoon. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Powering his way forward. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team around the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Come on. Pat the 60. Hey, guys.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2nd and 3. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's a 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
1 down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
1st down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. As they've got it with a first and 10.
12. Let's get set. Hey, can. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the open. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw.
11 mighty. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
Back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards, now it's third and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the gun on third down, Witherspoon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
5 years, Cowboy 80. 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw again. Throw caught by Flowers. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36.
First down. A gain of 41 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Back to throw again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, and he goes. And some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
19 right.
Operating from the gun, Witherspoon. Looking left sideline is complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lead alert. 70 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Looking to throw. Witherspoon. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
From the 6. Left wing 19. Come on.
Back to throw. Witherspoon. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Let's Warriors 70. 19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
From the gun on 3rd down. Witherspoon. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks just big pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Garrett Wilson, 75 yards. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Throwing to start the drive. Witherspoon. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
18.
Off the play fake. Witherspoon. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now with 1st and 10 at the 11.
11 MT, take.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Mike Green able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. McPherson's kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Down to the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Garrett Wilson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. This return to come to a quick in as he is belted at the end of that one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing to start the drive. Witherspoon. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Jones on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Garrett Wilson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Witherspoon. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. The end result, 21 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Off play action, Witherspoon. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 33 yards that time. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Off the play fake, Witherspoon. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100, real quick, whole squad on that real 0 to 100.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot. 180. 11. Shot.
Burrow will throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
11. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's Burrow.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
And he completes it to Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Garrett Wilson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
16. McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they're.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. There he goes again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengals TD.
Garrett Wilson,
77 yards.
and the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Witherspoon. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on third down, Witherspoon. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. He may go. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
They'll run with Mitchell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Let's go. Let's go.
Off play action. Witherspoon. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Witherspoon to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Second and 10.
Ready? Bronco 80.
Off the play fake. Witherspoon. Got him, and it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Here we go. Dragon 60.
Off play action. Witherspoon. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Let's go now.
Back to throw now on second and 10.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
7 Pirates, 19 Lions. 60 Bearcats, 60 Bearcats.
Operating from the gun, Witherspoon looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Hawk 70, Hawk, Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now Burrow.
Now he'll tuck it, and he is going to be taken down. They got it, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
180, 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
They're going to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase,
42 yards.
and the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
It's caught at the 10. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he's got it inside the 10. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Third and goal, Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Operating from the gun, Witherspoon. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Across midfield, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division.